Hello. My name is Internet Friend. I am your internet friend.
Hello, Internet Friend. I am going to engage you in an artificial dialogue meant to highlight some concepts you wish to express.
Great. Let's begin.
What is the best anime?
I am glad we started off with such a great question. The best anime is The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. Next.
Haruhi? Seriously? Maybe if you like Moblob shit.
Moblob shit? What piece of garbage are you going to propose as a better anime?
Have you ever seen Gurren Lagann? It's a deconstruction of the mecha genre.
You're an idiot. That is not even Gainax's best anime, and you do not know what the word deconstruction means. If you want to watch a mecha anime, watch Evangelion, not that poorly scripted mess.
Evangelion is melodrama for children that think they are deep. Why didn't you like Gurren Lagann? Are non-two-dimensional characters too deep for you?
You fucker. Do not talk shit about Eva. I will bend you over this bar table and fuck you in the ass if you talk shit about the masterpiece that is Evangelion.
Fine. What is the best video game?
Hold on. Why are you asking me about anime and video games? Just because I know what these things are does not mean they are my primary interests. I am not a nerd.
Do you really think that you are not a nerd? When is the last time you had a girlfriend?
That has nothing to do with anything. Ask me another question.
No. What is your favorite video game?
I am not going to answer that.
What is your favorite video game?
No. If you are so clever, what is your favorite video game?
Pokémon Black and White.
Are you being serious right now? Those games are an abomination and single-handedly demonstrate how far the franchise has fallen, as it was always destined to, as all video games are gross displays of violent decadence.
I do not know what you are talking about, and just because you do not like some video game does not mean you need to become a junior Marxist philosopher about it. You are just a nostalgia fag. The Pokémon franchise has continually gotten better.
You do not know what you are talking about. It is an objective fact the series has gotten stale.
It is not a fact, it is an opinion. Video games are art. You cannot have objective facts about art.
Video games are art, you say? I am going to come over to the other side of this bar table and murder you.
Are you saying you think video games are not art? You will need evidence to support a ludicrous opinion like that.
I am not continuing a conversation with a complete idiot.
Fine. I will continue asking you questions that you had scripted. Wait, why did you want me to ask about favorite cereal?
That is an important question. What is your favorite cereal? It is probably some garbage like Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch is a good cereal, but it is not my favorite. I like Lucky Charms and Frosted Flakes.
Those are cereals from two completely different companies. Lucky Charms is garbage.
Why is Lucky Charms garbage?
It is made by General Mills. Any cereal not from Kellogg's is not worth eating.
I still do not understand. Why would what company makes the cereal matter at all?
That you would ask such a stupid question just goes to show what an idiot you are. I bet you prefer Pepsi to Coca-Cola, as well.
Coca-Cola and Pepsi taste the same.
Are you being serious? It is an agreed-upon fact they taste different, and Pepsi is a drink for impulsive idiots with no careful taste in drinks.
You are amazing. You manage to be a snob about everything from video games to soft drinks. How are you such an elitist moron?
Elitist moron. Accepting that there are objective tastes does not make me a moron. It means I try to be a better person, unlike you, who continually pushes his trash taste onto others instead of aspiring to obtain some sense of culture.
Culture? What does Pepsi have to do with culture?
Nothing. That is the point. Why are not listening?
What other trivial piece of garbage are you going to now demand I have a preference for? Star Wars or Star Trek? Mac or PC? Edward or Jacob?
That I have well-defined preferences does not make me an idiot. You apparently just accept whatever piece of garbage is rammed down your throat, with your preferences developed based on whatever peer group you tried to fit in on back in high school.
It is amazing how hysterical you are getting. I am almost too afraid to ask you any more questions, especially not about music.
I am not surprised I have you running scared. I pretty much have you figured out. Let me guess. You think the Beatles are good?
You are a child. The Beatles were the best band of the 60s, and one of the best bands of all time. Or do you think you can argue with record-breaking sales and continual influence in music?
Yes, not even your taste in music is original. That the Beatles did well does not prove they're good, or Katy Perry would have an installation at the Guggenheim, and their continued influence and popularity is simple. The baby boomers had a terrible taste in music, and Generation Y is all too eager to accept whatever mediocre music their fathers liked as good. There is a word for your taste in music. It is dad rock, and it is shit. The best music of the 60s was not even sung in English, but you would not know that because your father sure as hell did not.
Are you quite finished yet? I haven't been yelled at yet for having a favorite color.
Favorite colors are associated with personality, so it is safe to say you probably have a terrible favorite color. I am not even going to ask. But how interesting you changed the topic. What is your favorite band?
Arcade Fire. They are a good band.
Arcade Fire is a terrible band. As much as I like Funeral and even Neon Bible, they are basically good albums by a bad band. You can see the true Arcade Fire in their early releases and in the pompous piece of shit that is The Suburbs.
The Suburbs has a lot of good songs. Why don't you like it?
The album title alone gives away how pretentious the band is, and I'm not going to pretend they weren't stuck up their asses all along. But now it is too far gone. It compromises their music. And it's not a well-based arrogance like Godspeed You, Black Emperor or something. It's just arrogance.
I am bored of this conversation.
If getting bored of a conversation is your code for ducking out of a conversation for being a small child with no sense, then yes, by all means be bored, but do not pretend like I am not a better person. Do not pretend you are not shit.